Hey there everyone, I am Round the Wheel, and you are watching Commander Keen, Episode 8, Dead in the Desert. Game's been pretty easy up to this point, but this is where it starts getting really hard with some platforming and some really annoying enemies, so we will deal with them as best as we can. The really annoying enemies are these little guys these little Squidward-looking guys right here called squibs. I usually just walk under them, but if you jump on them just right, you can in fact stand on them like platforms, but there's not really any particular use for that. Oh god, get out of the way. We're probably going to be saving and reloading a lot around here, so I'm going to try to avoid these guys to the best of my ability. You can just clear them with a pogo jump too. That's also rather convenient. So let's see if I can. This is really just an item fetching deal up here. So there we go. Haven't done this in quite a while, as you may have noticed. This is the first video of the new year, and here we are. This is like January 6th, I believe. Dang. So yeah, y'all been waiting for some time, and you've been very patient about it. I guess that's kind of a benefit of languishing in obscurity. Wow, they don't even notice you if you do the whole ray gun thing, and you can also walk under them if you're quick enough. But usually I'm not, so you might end up seeing a lot of death out of me here today. And this is a platform with a limited lifespan right here. You got to be. We're gonna go ahead and save right here because this platform has a very limited lifespan, as you will see. You can jump on it. Of course, you can pogo jump on platforms to reduce how much they'll drop, and we can just stand on it here, but we can't stand on it forever because it will. This is a dead end over here. This is just for items, basically. You can't stand on that platform forever because it will actually drop out after a few seconds, unlike most platforms. Some platforms can be stood on indefinitely, but not that one. So, and this is a tough jump as well, so alright, there we go. See if anything syncs up here. This is why this level is so tough. Platforms don't always sync up, and I end up waiting and doing stupid things like that. Yeah, see, I could be waiting here a long time, waiting for platforms to come around and save me. And that one, of course, is gone, so now I'm waiting for another one to come out from. If we'll ever see it come out, man, I might really be boned or waiting a while here. And thus you see why this level can be so hard. You end up waiting a while just for some platform to come around and save you, which is not even a guarantee because there it goes wandering off. I would really have to time it if I wanted to be able to get over to it. I'd probably have to do a blind super jump because the platforms in this level are not set up very well, among other complaints. See, what I'm basically having to do here is come out like this, and it barely gets away from me. I'll probably have to wait even longer because that platform has a long path to take before it'll come back to you. And it doesn't always necessarily sync up correctly. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for it, I think. Again. There we go. Alright, about time. So some of the dead end stuff is not worth going for in this level. And you have the added problem of these guys following you around while you wait to jump to another platform. And if you don't make it to that one in time, which I think is a dropper, you might be in for some trouble because this guy will follow you around pretty well. Actually, I got out of that one without too many scrapes. So here we come up on another difficult platforming segment, which is really difficult to save and load your way through because we're going to, as you'll see, some things here reset in a very nasty way. So we're going to jump on here, and we're just going to wait. These fire columns, of course, like anything dangerous, will kill us instantly. Now I'm going to wait to get past this thing. Now watch this. As you can see, I'm going to save my game. And I'm going to try to attempt to get through this in one try. Wow, that actually worked out fairly well for me. And this is a stable platform. But if I try to load the game while I'm in it, yes, I'm in a game, I know, confirm. See, the platforms start out like that. And I'm pretty much sitting on death row right here, because when I unpause, that's like instant death. So some of the columns restart in a very nasty way. So that's a segment that's really tough, and yet you have to get through it in one go. Because, yeah, like I say, like when I load here, I'm going to have to be basically holding right. Yeah, see, I had to hold right just to not die right there. That's rather cruel. That's pretty much insanely cruel. Okay, and now that I'm past that, I may want to save to go ahead and make sure I never have to do that again. But yeah, Lava Lake is just full of nasty stuff like that, and it's one that we're going to want to try to get through without too much. Now, if I can get this guy to stop following me around... Oh, I got psyched out by him. Alright, can we keep the camera down? Okay, I can just barely jump over those guys, but it resets my camera view. Alright, he's coming back, oh god. Yeah, I probably had time to get those things. I should go ahead and get those things. Okay, I'm gonna pretend you don't exist, and... Alright. Ha! He didn't even jump that time. Weird. Whoa! Barely cleared that. Woohoo! Okay, so this should be coming back down. Oh, wow. How did I know I was going to have to do some stupid pogo jump over to a pole? Probably not even a pogo jump. Well, maybe. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, wow. I totally deserve that. Let's go ahead and save on the pole here. Alright. Now, how far can I go up? Is this one? No, that's not one I can actually go up to. Series of... Okay, not that tough of jumps, but I'm sure there's something special down there that maybe if I'm careful, I can actually get to it. Or it's probably just more lava, I'm sure. Is there anything actually special down there? Oh, that looks like the kind of ledge you might be able to get into. Maybe there's something secret in there, although I'm not so sure, really. No, it doesn't really. I doubt it. Alright, enough of that. Enough lollygagging. Let's go ahead and get over here. And as you see, there's our exit, but we gotta go ways back and get a blue gem. So, most of this is going to be, we're going to run into a new enemy. They are the sand wraiths, and they basically just shoot crap at you, and you can actually destroy them as well. You can turn them into little wraith tadpoles with your gun, which are then easily stomped, like the mosquitoes from Commander Keen 4, or some kind of equivalent from... Man, all the playing we've been doing today, and this hasn't really been a gun-shooting type of level. I don't think these guys hurt you. Yeah, they just crawl around like little useless worms, and they can be squished with your pogo stick, like most bug-like enemies in the Commander Keen series. But our blue gem is somewhere over this way, I do believe. Getting pretty far without any major mishaps. That guy up there is... You may have noticed him. He'll come bouncing back this way. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Maybe not, though. Well, there was like a nose-type enemy up there, and he's called a schnozz, and he's indestructible, so isn't that just... Oh, two squibs. Isn't that precious? Alright. Let's see here. Don't want them coming at me, so, Actually, I should, get my pogo stick out, because they don't notice you when you're on the... Oh, that was... Whoa, he dropped down a ledge. That was... Well, that would have been terrible anyway. Okay. Alright, let's see. This is probably just... Yeah, that's just items. And I know that's a safe drop right there, but it's still a risky one to take anyway. Hung! No. Alright, these guys are just playing dirty now. So I'm just going to go right past them and not worry about any silly things like hot dogs or points or anything like that. There's our... Oh, I can just step on them? That's a nice way to squash an enemy. That's cool, and it makes a certain degree of sense as well. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, that this is a... Let's see. I think this is an invisible ledge. Yeah! Good for standing on and getting points. Not that you would know that that's an invisible ledge. You would just have to jump to it to try it out. So, oh, hey, there is actually stuff in this hallway. Cool. Sometimes that happens when you can jump inside a hallway and there's hidden things. But now we have to get back past those little squibs. So, of course, we want to save again. And go back. Alrighty. Let's see now. Okay, I want to avoid you if at all possible. It seems like you know that I'm here, though. So, I'm just going to... Okay, sure, you're going to walk away from me? That's cool. That's cool. No, that's cool. Don't worry about it. That's cool. Okay, a little bit easier that time. And that one didn't even jump. He just kind of bared his little silly fangs at me. Now, obviously, that schnozz guy is completely useless to deal with, but in the spirit of exploration, I kind of want to go after him. So, I'm going to take a big, huge leap up here. Wow, a lot of just free candy. Amazing. Oh, yeah, but if they put stuff in columns like that, they're almost always going to make you deal with the little squib guy. So, Save, try to get past these guys. Okay, no. Okay, I'm on his level. He knows I'm here, which is, muy bad. Let's let him walk away. Does he know I'm here? No, he still knows I'm here. Dang! Boy, nothing gets past them. Tell you what, he probably even knew I was there from off screen. Jeez. Okay, now he doesn't know I'm there. Now I can, jump over him, right? Yeah. Okay, here's the schnozz guy. He'll jump twice, and then he'll, fire some snot boogers out of his nose. Wow! Points-based one up. We're already up to 320,000! I jumped right on top of him. Why did I do that? Yeah, so all in all, the schnozzes are a pretty easy enemy to avoid, but this little squib might be less easy to avoid now that he is all ganging up in my business. So, once again, save. Oh my lord, you're going to be save scumming the hell out of this place. I don't think he was going to jump to get me anyway, but that's pretty much all there is to do in silly little lava lake. Why am I going for these silly pink lemonades? They're only 200 points apiece. Jeez, Jess. What is wrong with you? Just get out of here and never deal with lava lake again. It's just something in the way, on the way to greater things, like Molten Passage, which is significantly easier. And not only that, but has hidden one-ups ahoy, so... And it has my favorite song in the game, which is on the soundtrack called VIII. In fact, this plays in a few places around here, and it's just a really done, really jazzy little composition that I really enjoy. We're going to go up here. Is this the same sort of deal with an invisible ledge? Let's see. Probably going to be hearing that intro to VIII a lot. No! What? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Yeah, you are right to look at me that way, Keen. Water under the bridge, though, I guess. Well, we'll get back to Molten Passage in a second. Damn you, lava lake, you broke my brain, you jerk. I have a feeling this is not... Okay, this time I'm going to save right here. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling this is not an invisible ledge. No, no such thing, and booger in the face. Alright, we're going to want to be really careful around this guy. Because, no, we don't want to fall right on top of him. I was trying to inch down the pole, stupid, sensitive keyboard. You know what? Screw it. It's just ice cream. We're just going to go up to the sand wraith here. They're much easier to kill. Yeah, see, there they go. When they see you, they just shoot crap at you. Oh, yeah, you can just pounce them. Now, we are going to go up in the ceiling here. There should be a hidden item up here, which doesn't look like much, just 100. But if we go to the left, if we go all the way out here, we're going to drop in on this ledge right here. Okay, I want to get close enough to drop down onto it. Oh, crap, I just dropped... Well, okay. Huh. I think the dummy schnozz guy bounced off into the lava somehow. Well, that's pretty much the end of him, right? Unless he is able to stand on lava, too. Stupid, indestructible, unfair guy. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. There we go. Now, we're going to get this yellow gem, which doesn't look like it's going to do much for a while, but it is going to allow us a secret toward the end of the level, and if you don't find it, you're really going to wish you had. And if you don't know where that is in the first place, you'll find yourself wondering, well, where the hell was there a yellow gem in this level? Well, it's right up there in the corner. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Ha ha ha. Sploot. Yeah, sand wraiths. Now, this is something a little more my speed. Enough of those stupid squib guys. Oh, man. Yeah, you can just blow right through this level really easily if you take the top route. It is definitely the preferable route. And it's a much easier choice than a lava lake, which you pretty much... Yeah, getting away with clandestine murder behind a rock. That is what all 8-year-olds love to do, right? 8-year-olds in football helmets, flying spaceships around the galaxy, getting home before dinner, hook, 90s humor. Killing oh, hey, that thing is a, I think it's called a, I don't remember what it is, but it will stomp the ground, and it will cause you to lose your footing. This one is a little easy to kill, because, we don't have to actually be on the same ledge as him. But 3 shots will kill him. And I'm sure we'll get something definitely worth our time for doing this. Oh, crap, now we're on the same level as one. Alright, yeah, well, you're not stunned for very long, so that's not too bad. But, what is going backwards here? What purpose is it serving us? This looks like a really long tunnel. I was going to say, why are there going to be 3 of these guys around here? Probably on the hard setting, but... Boing! Wow, that's probably a ledge that you drop down from rather than get up to. I don't know, although this incline, I think it's too far away. Yeah, you're not really nailing that anytime soon, I don't think. Yeah, you can just barely get underneath that. Oh, do I even want to mess with this? I don't think so. See, that's nice. The game lets you take a top path that lets you avoid those stupid fire columns that reset when you save. Lets you avoid those altogether. Now, whether I go down here is probably my choice. I think this is a, anything over here? No, this is a gotcha platform, I do believe. Yep, ha ha ha! Not today, sucker. And probably the same thing going back this way, so... We might want to save on this part, actually, though. So, if we jump this way, it'll be a little harder to tell when it comes back. But hey, nailed it! Alright. Yeah, see, Molten Passage is much easier and much simpler to get through than What's-Its-Face. Okay, yeah, there are a few weird platforms. There are a few lining up issues, but it's not nearly as bad altogether as trying to get through that, all that stupid lava lake crap was. This is a much better and much more easily designed level. Okay, here's where our yellow gem is going to come in handy, but I'm going to go ahead and save and do some exploring down this way. I think these hot dogs are worth getting to with a super jump. Oh, not quite, not quite, not quite! I burned my ass. Alright, let's try that from a little lower. Oh, crap, still caught the edge there. Alright, so how much lower am I going to have to dip here? Maybe this low? That was too low, actually. Alright, I will get this down to a science eventually. I want those babies. And I did it too high again. Hey, but at least I caught a ledge this time. But I still want to reload and go back. Yeah, 20 large, baby. I'd say that was worth it. I'd say that was worth sticking around for. Now the question of how to get back. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck too. Let's see. This is probably just one I could just walk straight down onto, though. From, like, here? Yeah, that was a lot easier than actually getting on it. Let's go up. And then, if we need to go backwards, we can. I'm not sure what this switch is for, but not anything useful, I don't think. And I think I heard a schnozz down there. Sure did. Boink, boink. Okay, now he's facing right. I can go down in after him. And they won't turn around to face you. They'll just do their thing. They'll just keep on doing it. Okay, now let's see if he turns left after this. He does not. Okay, now he will this time. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! There we go. And that's why you get the yellow gem, so you can come in here, get a bunch of sundaes, and then jump through the wall. And it leaves you right at the exit. I don't think I want to go through any fire columns. I think I want to cut it short. 4 1-ups is a great way to end the day. So now we come up on these 2 levels right here. We can go up to these stalagmites, or we can go down to this giant stalagmite with a hole through it, indicating a door that we'll have to pass through. Now, we only have to take one or the other of these levels, but since we do 2 a day, why not tackle both? So we'll do that next time.